qué coraje. Son bien curiosas las imágenes que están pasando. Es como... Capítulo 1. Agencia de investigación. First Post. Veterano de la Primera Guerra Mundial. Haga su recorrido. Ahora trabaja como detective privado, pero le cuesta encontrar un caso que le despierte de su letargo. Pierce debe encontrar un nuevo caso pronto o se arriesga a perder la licencia. Si estoy loco, estoy de suerte. Que los dioses se apiaden de aquel en su tosuda insensibilidad es capaz de conversar la cordura. Ah, pero déjenme leer, como odio cuando pasa eso. Tripitas, qué rico. Ah, ok, aquí no me puedo mover con la cruceta, solo con la L. ¿Puedo caminar agachado? Sí. Creo que no somos tan grandes porque pasamos por ese pedazo de hueco. También está cerrado acá. Siento que por un segundo, como no me lo esperaba, así me dio. Sí, me dieron como ñañaras. ¿Ese es un delfín?
What a putrid offering.
Ah, eso es una orca. Perdón.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
LT es el gatillo de la izquierda, creo. ¿Puedo abrir esto? No. Tengo que... A ver. Ah, estoy corriendo.
Behold. Everything has already been written.
Y eso que le baje el volumen, nos vamos a quedar sordos.
Attempt to change your destiny.
Está... Eso nos pasa por comprar alcohol adulterado por ahí. Ay, me equivoqué. Investigación Pierce. Mi oficina pertenece a la agencia de detectives Wingward, creo que se pronunciaría eso, donde después de la Gran Guerra decidí instalarme en Boston, donde siempre hay trabajo para la gente como yo. Llegan pequeños casos sin parar, adulterios, venganzas, desapariciones, que no lo son. El viejo sofá de la oficina no es tan cómodo como una cama de verdad, y debería tirar las botellas vacías, pero este sitio es mío por el momento. Ok, aquí están las estadísticas. Vamos. Chero. Batallón perdido. Ok.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Los médicos me lo recetaron cuando volví de la guerra y me juraron que se acabarían las pesadillas, pero desde hace tiempo han ido perdiendo efecto. Sí, eso es cuando tu cuerpo se acostumbra a las medicinas y pues ajá.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Uy, estas decisiones son... A ver, yo no bebería, pero es que este tipo es re ebrio, así que no, no vamos a ver.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Investigación. El médico podrá decir cuantas veces quiera que no necesito el remedio para mantener a raya los recuerdos, pero yo sé que volverán si paro. Cualquier mañana de estas es probable que no me despierte. A pesar del tratamiento, vuelvo a oír voces en mis sueños, pero esta vez son diferentes, desconocidas, parecen brotar a la superficie de las profundidades ancestrales e ignotas. ¿Qué criatura sin nombre es la que me llama? Ay, sí. ¡Ah!
I'm listening.
¿Aló?
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Sí, siento que está muy naranja.
In charge of
Y el
investigating
naranja no es
Wentworth.
tan terrorífico.
Calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Vamos a meterle a... Tenemos... Hola, Locke. Ah, por cierto. Leslie toma, yo respondiéndole el overlay y no te saludé. ¿Sí? ¿En serio no es muy naranja? Pues estaba pensando de pronto en hacerlo, no sé, un naranja más opaco. Siento que está muy shineadito. A ver, tenemos 8 puntos. Para subir la elocuencia son 4. Percepción. La percepción representa tu habilidad de buscar objetos escondidos. Si mejoras la habilidad, aumentarán las... Obvio que vamos a subirle la percepción. Nice. Y vamos a subirle a la medicina si podemos. Porque somos los meros ebrios. Nice. Ahora esta cosa me hace dudar. Lo que es la waifu del canal. Ah, qué caray. No, realmente no. O sea, la cosa empezó con una pesadilla, pero...
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And
Nos informan que somos ebrios y drogadictos. Somos un detective que jaja, nos van a embargar la oficina si no conseguimos chamba rápido.
You've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show
Nos
yourself
van a
worthy
quitar
of
la
the Wentworth
licencia también.
Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll.
Sí, lo que es la waifu de mi canal.
I'm coming.
Señor, me
Sir,
ama la
I came
espina.
here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen
Nope.
Webster, industrialist and art.
Ah, bueno, él sí sabe.
All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
Esa transición estuvo rarísima.
It means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police
¿Qué?
accuse her of killing her family.
Que no te
They
digan
all
que.
died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
Pestañeas, sí, eso las profanan.
Woman who was already
Pero,
dead.
¿cuál es el problema,
Find out the
Locke?
truth. They say she was mad, but I know
Tal
that's
vez en
a
algún
lie.
punto te
She
acostumbres y
would
sientas
never have
bonito.
done such a thing.
But if you have no proof,
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Vamos a ver por qué nosotros estábamos soñando con eso también. A ver si este man le va a decir algo o no.
what am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness.
Viejito, mentalmente
Or
que si
if,
no nos
on the
vamos a morir de
contrary,
hambre
you
por ahí en la
manage to
calle.
detect some logic, a rationality
Ya
to
no
follow
queremos
so
tomar
that
más
I may
alcohol
understand it.
adulterado.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Agencia de investigación. Esto ya
A warehouse on Darkwater.
lo profana.
Sketches of the Hawkins family.
Una etiqueta de
Rather
envío.
thin.
A ver, señora, ¿habla usted o hablo yo? Una etiqueta de envío es casi legible, pero entiendo parte de la dirección. Almacén 33, Darkwater. Agua fea, agua sucia. El informe policial dice que el fuego empezó en el comedor y se llevó a toda la familia. La policía concluye que fue un accidente doméstico, sin embargo, hacen hincapié en la fragilidad mental de Sarah Hawkins. ¿Por qué? Recorte de prensa. Un artículo sobre el matrimonio de Sarah y Charles Hawkins, un hombre de negocios de la isla de Agua Huerca. Llevan una vida solitaria con un único hijo. Ese niño tiene cara rara. Tiene lo trágico. Trágico.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Cheat.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Oh, perro, pero hablemos primero de dinero.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Ok. Una plataforma de stream aquí. A ver, look. No sé qué clase de prostituta habrá sido en otra vida, pero te voy a decir la clase que vas a hacer en esta.
I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
Se lo agradeceré generosamente. Es como Perrito,
I'll
deme
go to
primero plata y
Darkwater
después
and
sí.
look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
El alcohol
Something's
adulterado no
clear.
se compra solo.
But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
La isla de Agua Negra lleva habitada desde el siglo XIV. Sí, XIV. Y todavía guarda muchos de los tesoros que dejaron las tribus perdidas. El romanticismo de estos emocionantes testimonios de creencias ingenuas y primitivas no deben engañarte. No olvides que la violencia de sus dioses, una criatura gigante sigue decorando las paredes enormes de las cuevas abandonadas. ¿Se trataba de un dios del mar o del sueño? Nadie lo sabe. Los habitantes de la actualidad, hijos e hijas, están... y orgullosos cazadores de ballenas todavía recuerdan la misteriosa y turbulenta historia de su pequeño territorio en la costa de Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat, a good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Al dueño del bar que me contrató no le gustó la manera en que cerró el caso, pero cuando vives al margen de la ley, no hay mucho con lo que atacar a un detective privado.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend.
Otro caso cerrado.
Husband couldn't understand it.
El marido nunca entendió que su mujer le hubiera abandonado. Me estuvo llamando durante semanas después de terminar la investigación.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Aprendizaje, la medicina, volumen 1. Trabajo denso dirigido a becarios y jóvenes profesionales. El primer volumen incluye todas las enfermedades conocidas en el mundo civilizado, junto con sus síntomas y tratamientos. Ok. Podemos ir aprendiendo pasiva.
I used to be an avid reader. I used to be an avid reader.
No hay nada más que podamos explorar.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
Sí. Mucha basura. Bueno, vacaciones. Caso de Sarah Hawkins. Acepta el caso de Sarah Hawkins. ¿What? ¿Cómo así? ¿No se está viendo esos? Pero... El asesino en top donador. Bueno, tiene sentido. Ya entiendo a lo que te refieres. Mira, ¿por qué no puede ser los dos? O sea, ¿qué te detiene? Aparte del código penal. Pierce toma el caso Hawkins. La artista maldita ha sido acusada de provocar un incendio que mató a su familia, incluida ella. La única pista es una perturbadora pintura que le dijo a su padre en la etiqueta de envío. Figura la dirección de un almacén situado en la isla Agua Puerca. Este lugar parece ser el punto de partida de la investigación de Pierce. Me dijeron psicópata. Mira, todo señalaba que el cuchillito estaba en el... ¿Por qué te dijeron eso? Porque te dijeron psicópata así de gratis. Esta cinemática me hace pensar que no vamos a volver. Nos van a coger.
We're almost there.
Me cuestiono qué hubiera pasado si hubiéramos bebido alcohol. Que fue yo un llaverito que... descargas el link. Call off. Hay un problema con el nombre de este bicho porque pues técnicamente no es entendible ante la lengua humana. Y hay gente que le dice Cthulu, Cthulu, Tulu. No sé si eso es de ser psicópata. Pero pues son términos que la gente babosa cree que entiende.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Pedir perdón por qué. O sea, técnicamente cada quien interpreta el nombre como quiera. Yo normalmente le decía Cthulhu. Después vas a decirle Tulu nomás.
Mitchell may not be very well.
Por lo que te digo, o sea, no es que no tiene una pronunciación exacta porque es una lengua que la humanidad no conoce.
If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Do their work. Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water.
Ay, miren ese cangrejito.
They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think they're putting the whale back in the water.
Creo
Bring about the end of the world.
que el problema no es el animal muerto, sino que lo mató.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a song.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water.
Será que como que hice la pregunta incorrecta y ya no
You can
puedo
see
hablar
that
más
I'm
con
busy,
él.
can't you?
You can't
No, come on.
understand. You're not sailors. Oh, yeah?
It's a sign.
He's gonna get us in trouble. Something real big.
Bueno, asumiré que el bar es este. Porque tiene medio colorcito. Sí. Bácala. Vamos a meterle un solo puñetazo. Hacérselo tragar otra vez. Ajá.
Hey, be careful.
Bueno, él fue más sutil. ¿O no?
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Yo no tomaría nada que me sirva en un lugar tan mugroso, pero... No te la tomes. No, eso se ve muy turbio. El lugar se llama Agua Sucia.
I
No.
think we'll get along well.
Bueno.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Bueno, ahora sí. El resumen. Somos un detective. No hay trabajo. Estamos en la mala. Somos borrachitos. Lo cual hace que nos den menos trabajo y que estemos más en la mala. Entonces llegó un señor que nadie le ponía cuidado porque decían que estaba loco y que la hija también. Resulta que la hija murió en un incendio muy sospechoso en una isla muy fea. Y le dijo, ¿sabe qué, perrito? Vaya, búsqueme tal cosa y yo le pago. Y el man como que, sí, pues yo necesito dinero, ya voy para allá. Y aquí estamos buscando cosas. Y me gustaría que dejaran de cantar, ya me tienen muy
The
aburrida.
stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
Ah, I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Ah,
Way I see
de
it,
nada.
the
Soy un
truth is
poquito mala
really a
para
question of
resúmenes,
point of
pero
view.
me
What do you
esfuerzo.
mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Yo no sé todo lo posible, no le salgan mal.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves,
Dejó el
who can
disparos en
paint
el
such
pie.
things?
No sabemos
Is
si
that
tal
how
vez
she
sí lo
sees the
hizo.
world?
So they made you feel
Algo
uncomfortable.
tuvo que salir
You
mal
need to see them for yourself.
porque el
Make
tipo era de
up your
los
own
grandes
mind.
y pues te cayó fuertemente.
I've got what
Entonces,
I need.
Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
muchas gracias. Eli,
What you looking at, stranger?
vieja mamón.
I'm just passing by. Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger.
Voy a subir de aquí porque ya no voy a conseguir más información y no con esta gentuza. O sea, podremos ser unos ebrios drogadictos sin trabajo, pero nunca seremos.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
No había un lugar más bonito, no había uno que se llamara, no sé, agua limpia. Supongo que por aquí no me van a dejar pasar.
I said you were a bilge rat. And even a pox limpet. You
A vigil.
Nothing for
Sí.
you here either.
hidden in the fog.
Beat it.
I'll shut up your big mouth
Sí,
once and for all.
no me iban a dejar entrar estos churrits.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You
That's
can't
no way
understand.
to
You're
treat
not
an omen.
sailors. Oh yeah. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Si pateamos a este señor al agua, ¿sobrevivirá?
Don't put that beast back in the water.
Sí, sí, porque todos esos nombres tienen que ser todos truchos. Y uno no puede. No sé, o sea, por lo menos como Ponyville, una vaina así. O sea, suena bonito, suena chévere. A mí me gustaría ir allá.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Buen invi- La de Rainbow Dash. Sería gracioso
This
llamar a
blackboard
Rainbow Dash.
hasn't been used in a long while.
Me da risa porque por ahí encontré un jueguillo del My Little
Broke?
Pony
This place seems
en
half
la App Store.
abandoned.
Y era tipo. Así como en el League of Legends, que la gente siempre ha fantaseado mucho con Urgot, Guardián Estelar y con Gragas KDA. La comunidad de My Little Pony tiene algo así, pero con un caballo que se llama Big Macintosh, creo que es. Y la gente quiere que agua dulce, que sea una licornia y es como, ¿what?
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Se puede decir que pues los alicornios normalmente son princesas y gente de mucho estatus. Entonces es como que, ¿quieres un caballo monosílabo como princesa? No lo sé. Los términos de nuestro acuerdo están bien claros. Mantener a sus hombres bajo control, Provocarnos es un lujo que usted no puede permitir. Sí. No hace falta que responda a este mensaje. Limítese a pagar a su portador. Cat. La verdad, estos juegos me gustan. Nada. Medicina el volumen 2. Wow. Apple pagó. Noche, noche. Ahora vienen y me bajan de las greñas. Es que son chismo.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Ah, le falta un piecito. Espera, si en esa foto le falta un piecito y ahorita tuviera el piecito, ¿sería
What a
sospechoso?
macabre souvenir.
Ah, aquí está su piecito. Oh, qué curioso. No, mira que no lo sabía. Es que de Apple sé que todo es muy caro. ¡Oh, la verga! Sí tiene dos piecitos. ¡Oh! ¡Oh! O sea que este es un impostor.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins
Confiese, perro. ¿Dónde está la
They're on the table
pierna?
next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
¿Lo encueramos?
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Ya no me acuerdo si se llama así el pinche pony este. Ahora quedé dudando. Oh, apareció. Las piernas no le vuelven a crecer a las personas, ¿cierto?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whales.
Sí, están ahí.
Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Vamos a hablar primero del rancho este. Ah, nice. Ah, sí, justo les iba a decir que no había... Se vuelven a crecer, no había cambiado el micrófono. Sigo con el de los
I was
Tanjiro.
looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Ay,
John
no
Fitzroy,
sé, no le creo.
captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're
Dejarte
interested.
morder por un hombre lobo. ¿Qué? Bueno, eso tiene sentido.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you
Ese es
being
mi
blackmailed?
trabajo.
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that.
Te comes a tu mejor amiga.
Terrifies my man as much as
Au.
her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Pero espera, ¿cómo te lo vas a...?
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes.
Decir
Us
gay.
men of the
Ah,
sea
qué
are
caray.
superstitious
Lo
folk.
que es un hombre lobo gay. Ah.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss
Y
it.
me pierdo.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
I don't have time.
Está
to play
poniendo unos
guessing.
amenazadores y
I'm investigating
malvados
the
que
death
poronga
of the
se
whole family.
You're right. It belonged to Charles Hawkins. Ship owners from father to son.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
O sea, que el puesto de mejor amigo de lo que está vacante.
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Mi
Well,
amor,
from what
te
Charles
falta el
inherited, I
mi
presume.
amor.
Although these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
No voy a
With
descansar
whom?
hasta que no le digas mi amor a Luke.
Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown you.
Pero-
It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Siempre me acuerdo de esos memes de un lobo cuida a su lobo, no más, sí. Ah, como ya hablé, ya entonces todo el mundo no me estorba. Sí, sí, tenemos que estar serios porque esto es un juego de terror.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Me vale virga.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him
Viejo
badly.
Silas.
He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again? I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Ay, ahora que lo pienso, no podemos saltar. Ya. Policía no deja de meterse en mi asunto. Me parece un poco orgánico que haya gente de ahí parada en los sitios por donde no puedo pasar.
They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Bueno, acá hay un carro así. Encontrar objetos escondidos. La habilidad de percepción. Déjenmele. Checho, una palanca que activa un mecanismo. Wow.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
La tengo. Tendría que ser de aquí, supongo. Hay que mirar todo muy atentamente.
A whale vertebra. This place is full of junk.
¿Qué de ballena?
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Entiendo la idea, pero no sé cómo va la ejecución. O sea, tenemos la manivela y este cable va conectado aquí. ¿Podemos ir ahí arriba? Así. Escalera. Está un poquito oscuro y yo estoy un poco miope así.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Mírela, señor. Mírela. ¿Va a girar? ¿Faltará algo más? Ay, tan delicado, toca bajar mano. A ver, entonces parece que tenemos más, pero no creo que sea un motor, la verdad. Sinceramente con Eva o verde yo no quiero bajar por allá. Ejercicio. Sí, es que este personaje ni siquiera salta. Hola. ¿Qué faltará? Ay, viejito, bájese rápido. Tiempo. Esperemos que no. Hay algo brillante. Ah, ya.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Qué habilidad. ¿Faltará otro? Creo que sí. Ah, puede ser. Ahora resulta que este está más miope que yo y por eso necesitamos un poquito de luz. Hola,
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
ah, nice. Qué bueno.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
No, pinche. Ah. Se rompió. Gracias. Es que, ya saben, hay mucho polvo y mucho moho aquí, entonces... Ay, no. ¿Qué verga se rompió? Nada roto. Pajarilla. Oh,
Well,
¿cómo?
well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not
Uy.
only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Van a partir el...
Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't
Es
respect
que
my
citas gay
rules,
sin interrupciones.
I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Verga, me navajearon. Creo. Espero. What?
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Me dio mucha risa así porque dije me navajearon y el...
I'm
Qué
getting
bueno.
careless.
Y es como... Ah.
I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Es que no sé, porque creo que si lo hubiéramos atacado nos hubiera ido incluso peor. Creo que nosotros no tenemos una trabaja. Man, se le quiero la voz. No. Él es un hombre. Soy drogadicto. Carajos es. Ya sé dónde estoy. ¿Qué, señor? Drogadictos no conocen límites.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand.
Ah, me... Ah, no, no dije nada. En serio, esa hija de puta me quitó la escalera, pero no. Era que estaba apuntando mal. Cosas de ese... ¿Qué carajos? ¿Qué se rompió? Explico. Este man dice, ay, se rompió, pero qué verga se rompió. Ey, ¿qué? ¿Qué pasó? Pues, ¿qué a mi amigo no se le antoja saltar? Pues de Halloween. Calabazas locas.
Shysters, you're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots.
¿Y cuáles podrían ser esos insultos de Halloween? A ver.
Come on, you could tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious.
Who's this guy?
No
Ah,
idea.
creo que voy a hablar con el fulano este, a ver si me dice algo. Cuando le diga que la tipeja está bien abajío.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Aún es de... Diga,
Back again. What can I do for you?
perra, esa me abajío. Ah, no me dice nada más.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
¿Qué quiero? Hemos encontrado todo tan... Hola, verga. No voy a decir quimia. O sea, me encanta porque a mí me navajean y ustedes diciendo más. Diciendo caramelos. Son esas cosas. O sea, es que aquí está completo. Pero... Qué verga. No, ya, lo malo es que ya no me acuerdo qué estaba diciendo. O sea, ¿qué fue lo que dije?
Beep, 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 beep.
ya está. Pero la pendeja está. Lo peor que puede pasar es que me vuelvan a bajear.
Another break?
Habilidades para tener retos del
Hey,
tiempo.
Mitchell. A drink for our new friend.
Ah, sí, efectivamente.
I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
No sabe pelear.
Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter.
No se los
Tell me,
permito.
what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Me va a volver a navajear.
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable of. And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
Mañana se mueve raro, le dan como calambres.
If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Pues, si le digo que sí, me van a bajear. Si le digo que no, me van a bajear. Pues, ya que estamos
Do
aquí.
I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops?
¿Sabes qué es lo malo? Podríamos navajearla ahora que está de espaldas. Pero es que aquí a ella el barrio la respalda. A mí no me conocen ni en casa, entonces Bailander. Me hacen el truco, trato y...
It's fine. He's with me.
Lugar solitario oscuro. What?
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
Espero que por lo menos estemos vacunados contra el tétano. Negro. Isle Thomas Negro.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand?
Tengo que llevarle la manita. Vieja gamina.
Don't overdo it.
Brujas que...
In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
¿Tengo frío o...? Ah, a ver, LT y RT. Ish, muy brillante para mí.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
Perdón.
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Tenemos que los calmantes caros en esto.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
Bueno, que ya me vamos a olvidar. Cosas de muertitas. Ante. Bueno, creo que ya no hay nada más aquí. Ir. Espera, primero el diario. Cuatro puntos. Sí, ese soy yo. Soy un borrachín. No tienes cara de drogadicta. Que no. Míralo. Vamos de trauma psicológico. Es que no sé leer. Palizado por una mujer. Yo tengo en mi inventario encendedor y mucho conocimiento. Efectivamente. Vámonos.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Nunca, perro.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait.
Nice. Con la poli, el truco siempre es ser amable y sumiso. Rara vez tú te puedes enfrentar a la poli porque te meten un bolillazo por la jeta.
Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. Go back along his trail. I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it.
Si entramos. Policía puto.
God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it.
No.
Can we go to the mansion now?
Es ilegal.
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge.
Bueno, un cerro.
You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Deja que te lleve a la mansión. Y Pierce consigue entrar al almacén. En el lugar supuestamente abandonado hay sorpresas, signos de ocupación reciente. Una pintura parcialmente quemada. Su búsqueda se ve interrumpida por el agente Bradley, pero Pierce logra convencerlo para que se una a la investigación. El agente de policía acepta llevar al detective a la mansión. Y ese era el carro que no nos dejaba pasar tampoco. No les digo, todo está perfectamente planeado para que yo gane. Ay no, algo está jadeando y no soy yo. Qué horror. La respiración, es como, what? Este es mi canal. Aquí nadie respira así más que yo. Sí. Lo que sea que esté respirando así.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
You're talking about Winchester?
That's right. The Hawkins' old caretaker. Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go, right?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I don't believe the fire is the only reason this house is in such a state.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Yo que tengo más
I see no
preguntas.
scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you?
Perrito,
The
pues soy
fire was
detective.
quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is.
¿Quién,
Are we gonna take a closer look at this
quién te
mansion, or
tocó,
do you have
Locke?
other
¿Dónde te
questions?
tocaron?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Y no, paila, no, que aquí vivía un loquito y ese man lo conoce. Sí, ya voy corriendo a meterme yo solito allá. Pa' que loquito me jale por las patas. Pilos, además este man está trabajando para mí gratis. Empezó a sonar así. Y espéreme. ¿Puedo agarrar eso?
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Sí, sí, yo lo...
Why were they buried here?
Yo
I
lo...
was given to believe
Lo
that
subo a
it was
YouTube.
Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this
The
sanctuary?
flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Ah, sí, dije
The
que lo voy
caretaker
a...
takes great care of these graves.
Dije que voy a subir.
Poor kid.
¿Nos vamos? Lo que no sé es cómo voy a trabajar el formato. Si, no, si como lo hago normalmente y un juego por día. O O como cuando empecé a subir el Call of Slam, que estuve jugando todos los días lo mismo.
This entrance is
Marica, me asusté.
Whoa!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I
Como...
understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may
Es que
not be
estaba
the case.
predispuesta cuando el man habló, me asusté, iba a decir que me asustó y sale este tipo y fue
tell
como...
him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Qué susto igual. Pinche policía vio que me estaban por allá arrinconando y no hizo nada. Ni siquiera le importó. Ese huevón ahí.
Shall we enter?
Entramos. Gracias por nada. Che viejo mamón.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
A ver. A ver si carga y lo puedo ver. Y si cargarlo después.
This entrance is...
Marica, me asusté. Sí, es que siento que ustedes no lo escuchan como yo, por los auriculares estos. Que, o sea, si lo miran en cierta forma, son muy buena inversión para estas cosas, porque es que sí se siente como tensionante. Capítulo 3, la mansión de los Hawkins. Pierce y la agente Bradley exploran los jardines de la mansión Hawkins. La familia yace en el cementerio y la propiedad custodiada por Silas Winchester. El viejo guardes, fiel a sus patrones, continúa vigilando el lugar, armado con su hacha. Finalmente, Pierce y Briley. Ese señor no hizo nada, todo lo hice yo. Y además, caras de Kimex, yo no dije eso. Logran tranquilizarlo y se hacen con la llave. Entran en el inmueble en busca del lugar donde se produjo el incendio. Ya no es humilde, pero yo no dije eso.
I know the place.
Ah, sígame.
Who left this light on?
Las ratas no venían en el lugar contrario.
The Last Supper of the
La verga,
Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Me quedo con los grandes, pues no necesariamente, pero ¿para qué? O sea, estos Asus están muy buenos. Buenos. Yeah. Digamos que lástima porque siento que el micrófono flaquea un poco, pero es que la calidad de audio sí está muy buena.
What kind of meat is this?
Yo pensaba que era pan. Bueno, pero es que creo que ni tú ni yo hemos comido ballena. What the fuck? ¿Y cara de qué? No sé qué decir. De configuración puede ser. Ah, hoy no tuve problemas con el monitor para cambiar de pantalla. Siento que son juegos muy específicos. Creo que eso también necesito configurarlo. Acá. Espera.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Supongo que aquí estaba la mujer.
The boy was probably here.
Ajá.
Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer.
Ando
This dinner
despierto.
table
¿Usted cree
tells
que
us
yo
a
no
lot
trabajo o
about the
qué?
Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all
Che
day.
viejo mamón.
The scene of the fire is next door. Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too late.
Oh, God.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Alguien está borracho
Was
aquí
Charles
y no era
Hawkins a
yo.
heavy drinker? They had a fight. Why? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
¿Qué hora es esa? El palito pequeñito era el de la hora y el largo era el de los minutos, ¿cierto? Entonces, 6, 7, 10, las 10 de la noche. Esta lámpara es la causa del incendio. Sin embargo, hay manchas de sangre. O sea, probablemente le dieron a la señora por la cabeza con la... Ah, sí, las 10 de la noche. Se lo come J-Tech.
Did someone escape the fire?
Probablemente fue el tipo. ¿O no? Ah, no. Chimena parece que no. ¿Era algo más? Ah, aquí hay algo.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
No, pero es que sí estuvo graciosa.
This lamp was thrown. This was no accident.
A alguien le dieron con la lámpara por la cabeza. Hola, verga.
This was a fight.
Hola, virga. Soy muy agresivo.
Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
Y nos tocó ponernos a desenterrar tumba por tumba. Uy, qué checho.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Babosa. Accidente, las pistas de caja.
I think that some of your colleagues should turn in their badges. This room is bursting with evidence that seriously contradicts the official inquiry.
Well, of course, Mr. Holmes. Like what?
¿Cómo que cuáles?
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Charles sure liked a drink.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
Porque yo... Borrachín.
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization? By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
No siento que ustedes aquí no hacen mucho.
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins
Ahí
family.
está diciendo que fue Silas.
Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Dr. Fuller?
A brilliant surgeon, and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. I see no reason to doubt his word.
So be it.
No le
Let's
creo.
move on. I suspect this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
Esta respuesta me la tengo que pensar muy bien. A ver.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Bueno, al parecer tomé una buena decisión. ¿Qué? Mira. ¿Por qué? ¿Qué pasó?
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
A mí no me órdenes. Detective Perrón, ¿usted o yo? Porque las ratas corren detrás de ese. Deberían irse para el otro lado donde nos vamos. Apáguelo.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Ya habíamos visto sangre también con lo de los vendajes.
Lyrics of the Drunken Sailor, a sea shanty.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
¿Por qué?
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
¿Verdad que tengo que continuar, Elisa Torney?
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
¿Qué? No, aparte. He dejado muchas cosas olvidadas. Es que Elisa Torney está en inglés. Entonces, digamos que me demoro muchísimo. Hay muchos juegos que, por lo menos también tengo el Evoland, que lo quería jugar aquí en el canal, pero está en inglés. Y si bien puedo entenderlo, no es tan dinámico para jugarlo con ustedes acompañándome.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
¿Por qué no nací blanco? What the fuck? ¿Es que el fin de semana? Ah, podría ser, podría ser. Perfecto.
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Todo se puso oscuro de repente, me da la impresión.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting.
Los ingleses.
20,000 leagues under the sea.
Pues los negros también
Another
hablan
story
inglés,
about the
pero...
mysteries of the deep.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities? A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Ya lo reviso. Oh. Me gustaría que de pronto quitaran los puntos que ya investigué. Ah, ok. Se parqueó en las 7 más o menos, 7 y algo. Ah, no. ¿Sí? Wow, wow, afuera y fue.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Me falta.
Já bebeu água hoje, meu parceiro? Vai beber água agora, rapaz.
No, ya, creo que ya vino el... No.
This place was falling apart long before the
No
fire.
veo agua. Malditos. estos. La pintura de hace rato. ¿Qué se hizo el poli? Ah, ya está. Pegó al ayudante. Volver a subir. Es que esto no...
Locked. The boys' room.
¿En serio? Plaquet. Ah, qué caray.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Yo no me acuerdo de ese libro de Tom Sawyer. ¿Alguno de ustedes lo leyó? O sea, sé que en algún punto leí... What? Esto no debería estar aquí.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him. This door is locked.
Bien, por aquí hay... serio. Hábiles somos.
What will her room reveal about her?
Ah.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Misterio. A la puerta que acabo de hacer. Ah, no, eso. Agachados en...
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
¿Ya se cansaron los audífonos? Ah, no, pues tampoco estoy diciendo nada, estoy más concentrada aquí. A ver, dice... Doctor Thomas Fuller, Instituto Riverside, Dark Warrior, Massachusetts, fecha 21/7/24, 75 miligramos de amorbarbital sódico cada 6 a 4 horas. Si los ataques se vuelven demasiado violentos, añadir 25 de fenobarbital hasta 3 veces al día. No consumir alcohol ni mezclar con ningún otro tipo de medicamento.
That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent? It's no use. The padlock won't give. It's no use. The padlock won't give. Entramos. Aquí. Vamos a mirar si hay que encontrar de aquí. This door is locked.
¿Ya no es de aquí? Ah, debe ser de pronto.
This door is locked.
Sí. Ah, qué caray.
The door is blocked on the other side. Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve? Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Pena ser fenobarbital, what? Desde que te marchaste para enterrarte en esa isla remota, tu obra ha traído un número creciente de coleccionistas. Te ruego que me envíes nuevos cuadros, los últimos tan sombríos y extraños. No mames, la sugestión. Como ningún otro cuadro lo haya sido, se está vendiendo a precios exorbitantes. Te adjunto la parte correspondiente a la última venta. No te olvides de tu amigo, que fue el primero en reconocer tu genio y mostrárselo al mundo. Con afecto, Maximilian.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
Bueno.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Hay que dejarlo aquí. Lo malo es que ya no me acuerdo cuál fue el último punto de control. Entonces...
Bradley? Is that you?
Ah, se abrió la puerta de acá arriba.
Is anyone there?
Caso resuelto, solucionado. Me da ansiedad porque todas esas linternas sueltan fueguito verde. Parece que fueron de trash. Ya no quiero jugar. Pues está interesante, pero... ¿Eso somos nosotros? Nos van a violar, no. ¡No! ¡No!
You!
Ah, ya. Listo, gentecita. Vamos a dejarlo aquí. Retomamos con la persecución antes de que nos agarre por las patas. Adiós. Adiós. Muchas gracias la compañía. Sí, la verdad está... Eso se llama cliffhanger. Es para que vengan la próxima vez.